Welcome to another Disruptive Discourse video. Today I'll be reviewing the stocks that Cathie Wood's Ark-Invest just purchased on Monday the 19th of October. I'll give you a brief overview about each of the companies and what they do, what their growth potentials are, what risks, if any, and what my views are on each of them. And maybe, just maybe, we may have a potential 10x stock amongst them. Now onto the stocks. So you may be aware that Ark-Invest now releases a list of all of their stock purchases and sales. If you want to gain access to this, then you can go onto their website and subscribe to their mailing list, and you will get those notifications each and every day. So this Monday, Ark-Invest were very busy indeed, and they've made a total of 10 purchases. They purchased Pinduoduo, Regeneron Pharmaceuticals, Ionis Pharmaceuticals, Novartis, Douyu International, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, NXP Semiconductors, Agora Inc, Intercontinental Exchange Inc, and Fastly. Quite a lot to get through, so I'm going to try my best to rattle through these and make this video as succinct as possible. So firstly, Pinduoduo. This is an online shopping platform with a twist. It allows its users to buy products in bulk by tagging along friends to join in the buying experience and share the reduced cost of buying at wholesale prices. The app allows users to participate in games which are aimed at giving users the opportunity to win free products whilst at the same time contributing to the environment with its Grow a Tree and Win a Fruit campaign, amongst many others. It is one of the cheapest platforms for online shopping and has seen an explosion in its growth, both in terms of monthly active users and revenue. There was even the recent controversy where Pinduoduo ran a promotion in which they offered the chance to buy Tesla Model 3s at a reduced cost. Tesla didn't like that, and it refused to deliver the cars to the lucky winners. As you would expect, Tesla got the backlash. As for the risks, when you take a look at its operating costs, majority of it is on advertising and promotions. Will this company maintain its current level of success without these promotions? One has to really question how it can sell a Tesla cheaper than Tesla itself, and whether that's a model that is sustainable long term. And that is a question that remains open for debate. Nevertheless, I am invested in Pinduoduo, but it makes up only a very small portion of my portfolio overall, but I would still be keen on adding more to my position. Next, Douyu International. This is a company that I've just recently analyzed, and you can check that out in the link below. I'm a big fan of this company, and like Pinduoduo, this company is growing fast and certainly has a 10x potential in my view. It is in the live gaming and streaming industry, and this industry is growing at breakneck speed. This is one train that I'm seriously thinking of hopping on very, very soon. So if you want my opinion, I will definitely be purchasing some shares in Douyu International. Next stock is Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing. This is a very solid company that's here to stay long term. It is right at the heart of all innovation in AI, Internet of Things and data. It is one of the world's leading and world's largest semiconductor firm to date. Taiwan Semiconductor is the first company to provide 5 nanometer production capabilities, the most advanced semiconductor processor technology available to date in the world, and it is the sole supplier of the A14 chip to Apple for its latest iPhones, iPads and Mac computers. The only other producer that comes anywhere near to Taiwan Semiconductor is Samsung's Qualcomm processor. I think it is safe to say that I'm very bullish on Taiwan Semiconductor, and as we get deeper into our changing world of innovation, its role is absolutely integral to that growth. I will be looking to buy some shares in this company soon. The next stock is NXP Semiconductors. NXP Semiconductors is another world-leading semiconductor company. Its mission statement is enabling secure connections for a smarter world, advancing solutions that make lives easier, better and safer. As the world leader in secure connectivity solutions for embedded applications, NXP is driving innovation in the automotive, industrial and Internet of Things, mobile and communication infrastructure market. Looking at the company's revenue over the past 4 years, if anything, this has declined. It has not demonstrated any significant growth so far, and there is no indication that anything has changed that would cause a shift in that pattern. That's a no-no for me. So as for me, I would not be investing in NXP Semiconductors. Next is Agora Inc. Agora's mission is to make real-time engagement ubiquitous, allowing everyone to interact with anyone in any application, anytime and anywhere. Agora's platform provides developers simple, flexible and powerful application programming interfaces, or APIs for short. And it uses that to embed real-time video and voice engagement experiences into applications. This is a really intriguing company with a very interesting concept. Building an API for real-time engagement on top of other applications is likely to be a future area of growth, as developers can simply use Agora's real-time communication platform rather than try to build their own. Its use case is also limitless, as it can be used by gaming as well as various other types of apps. This looks like a real moonshot investment, and if it proves successful, then you could definitely expect this to more than 10x over time. I think I will definitely be taking a punt on this one. So if you ask me, it's definitely one that I'll be investing in the future. The next stock is Fastly Inc. Fastly is probably one of the most exciting companies in this list. It's in the edge cloud computing arena, which means that it enables websites and applications such as Twitter to get content to you and I, the consumers, faster than ever before by reducing latency and buffering. It is the advent of edge computing, spearheaded by Fastly, that has meant that we rarely ever see buffering websites. More and more companies are adopting edge computing as we move towards real-time experiences. Edge computing will be the force that powers all of that. So whilst this stock, similarly to Zoom, has seen its share price skyrocket by over 400% this year alone, the reality is that there is still a huge runway ahead. So very recently there was a downward guidance in its revenue for the latest quarter, and that caused a 30% drop in its share price. And I think that is probably the reason why Ark-Invest has taken a position in the company, and I would most likely be adding a few positions as well. This is a company that will be growing for years to come, and so it would not be a surprise if this stock 10x's in the future. So if you were to ask me, Fastly is definitely a buy for me. Next stock is Regeneron. Regeneron is a biopharmaceutical company which has been around for over 30 years. It develops drugs and therapeutics for FDA approval and worldwide use. It has been in the news more recently because it is also developing an antibody drug called Regeneron. It has recently gone through preliminary trials and has shown to rapidly reduce viral load and associated symptoms in infected COVID-19 patients. It is also the drug that Trump allegedly used and may have contributed to his speedy recovery, but the jury is still out on this one, as it is yet to be subjected to a more extensive trial, as others have recently undergone via the World Health Organization. Even more recently, 2 of its drugs were approved by the FDA, one for the Ebola virus called Inmazeb and a second called Dupixent, which has been approved for the treatment of eczema in children under the age of 12. and is referred to as atopic dermatitis. With all of these positive news, it is sure to have a positive impact on the stock price of the company. But this one is definitely not for me. I will not be investing in it. Next stock is Ionis Pharmaceuticals. This is another biopharmaceutical company which has also been busy in recent times when it comes to securing drugs approvals. It received orphan drug approval for a neurodegenerative disease called Alexander's disease, which affects 1 in a million children and can lead to early childhood death. It also has positive clinical studies for its cystic fibrosis aerosol spray. One of its drugs is also undergoing clinical trials in Brazil to see if it can help decrease the number of severe cases of COVID-19 in Brazil. Again, this one is definitely not for me and I will not be investing in it. Novartis. This is another pharmaceutical company with a huge arsenal of proprietary medicine in its pipeline, totaling almost 200. This is a big company and has been revenue generating for years. Needless to say, it is a company that will be around for years to come. But surprisingly, very little has changed in its share price over the recent years, partly because its revenue has been stable or static depending on your perspective. There aren't any particular news of significance from the company in recent times. As far as I'm concerned, this is not a company that I'll be investing in. Next stock is Intercontinental Exchange Inc. It is a Fortune 500 company that connects the largest community of participants in all major markets at key phases of the investment, trading, hedging, and capital raising lifecycle. Intercontinental has a comprehensive group of markets, clearinghouses, and data solutions that deliver more mission-critical markets, risk management, and data for its customers' workflows. This is not an area that I am particularly interested in, so I will not be investing in this company. So there you have it. That's the analysis of all of those 10 companies. And full disclosure, I do not have any positions in Regeneron Pharmaceuticals, Ionis Pharmaceuticals, Novartis, Doyu International, Taiwan Semiconductor, NXP Semiconductors, Agora, Intercontinental Exchange, but I am long Fastly and Pinduoduo. And just to summarize, all 10 stocks are great companies both from a business model perspective and growth potential. But for me, 3 of these companies stand out as 10x potentials, and they are Fastly Inc., Doyu International, and Agora Inc. I really believe in these companies because they are at the early stage of development and are promising enough that if they prove successful, then they are very likely to grow exponentially, making a 10x in their valuation more likely, in my opinion. And remember, this is not financial advice, and you should always do your own research before getting into a stock or seek the assistance of a financial advisor. If you've liked this video, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I would consider any of those gestures a huge reward for my time in creating this content. And if you've done any of those already, thank you. I'll see you in the next video.